Hey, good morning, loved ones. Happy Friday. What a beautiful day to be alive. I feel so squeaky clean this morning. And wow, I've been just having such a exciting time these last 4 days with the full moon. I've been a regular gatherer, harvester. Because water ebbs and flows. We are mostly water, and so we're not much different than the rest of the water experiences on the earth. The tide comes in, the tide goes out, the water ebbs, the water flows, and that's just the way it goes. And we're no different. So if you're doing lots of juicing or raw fruit and looping and all these kind of things, there is the possibility that you might have some retention. And some people have way too much retention, and that has so much to do with diet and like that, because our body absorbs in way different ways. Things cling into our bodies sometimes, and it gets caught up um, in our skin, our fat, our organs, and you know, it can uh, it can get a little distressing at times. There's times you step on the scale and you think, "Oh my God, I've like gained 5 pounds." And, I haven't been doing, I mean, it's not like I've been like sitting around eating all these sweets and this, that, and the other. Well, it doesn't have so much to do with all that. I mean, sometimes it does, depends on your body and your consumption level, what you're doing, obviously, always. But if you're running a very, basically a clean machine, you still are going to have ebb and flow because that's just the way water goes. And sometimes it can get really excessive. Now, for me, the last 3 nights, 4 nights, really through this whole full moon cycle, I would say I've probably, well, I loop every day. That's what I do during the day. But sometimes, well, always during the night, I collect. And I keep a container that I'm not going to lay in bed and feel any discomfort. I wake up and I go, well, I need to pee. So I get up and I just put it in this container. And this is what I use down the road for my body rubs, my enemas, and all of that. It's my cistern, my collection system. And so, um, I like it like that. This keeps me going and flowing. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's it. See, that's what it's about. You glow with the flow. You recycle your urine. That's the way it works. And it feels good to do this. Now, there's a lot of people that are just vegan and raw fruit people, and they do all sorts of different things. Tinctures and tinctures, I mean, and essential oils and herbs and all sorts of things. There's a lot of people that do all these other modalities and don't even consider urine to be a thing. They still think urine is a waste. I encountered that yesterday, making a comment, and so. Uh, that's up to them. What people choose, what they do is really up to them. For me, I even had the person, they responded by saying, well, what if you don't have like a man-made cup or plastics? Then what are you going to do? Pee in your hands? Oh, don't answer that. And yeah, I will. I was out walking the other day and I peed into my hands and I started rubbing it on my arms and skin. I was out in the sunshine. It was nice and warm. I put some on my face. It works like that. It's not uncivilized. It's, it actually, that's the whole thing is like, oh, you peed, go wash your hands, put all that, Dow chemical crap on your hands and rub it in, so you can have a Johnson and Johnson moment. But that stuff is horrible for your body. It's horrible for your skin. It's full of chemicals and stuff. Why would I want to do that? When urine's the most sterile thing there is. It'll make my hands cleaner. As a matter of fact, on that very day when I was doing this is really cool. I've been foraging lately on my walks out in this park I love to go to, and the blackberries are just growing all over the place. So I'll stop and forage, and I'll pick handfuls of it, and I'll keep walking, and I'll munch along. And yeah, at the grocery store, these things are like $5, $6 a pint, and I'm eating an easy pint, if not more, just foraging around on my walk. Now, I had blackberry stains all over my hands, and when I peed and rubbed, ta-da, clean. Just clean. And they didn't smell, none of that stuff. So, people have all these different notions about what they think pee is. Oh, it's waste, and that's why the body gets rid of it. No, it is a precious, precious fluid that we produce ourselves, and we have control of all of that. And that is the beauty of it. You don't need anything else. Now, everything else is fine, but I don't need anything else. I don't have that kind of resource to even consider it. But it's not important. This is what works for me. Whatever works for you works for you. I don't, it's not my business. It's not my judgment. I just do what works for me. And P works for me, and it's totally free. And I love that part. It's just me, and it's free. So, anyway, yeah, it's been really interesting. I've been producing lots and lots of product, filling up my gallons, because I go through a gallon easily, just like every two enemas. I go through a gallon like that. And so and I'm being frugal. I know people that'll do double duty on that, and could go through a gallon at a time. And so it takes an awful lot, when people ask, well, where do you get it? How do you age it and all that? Well, the first thing you got to do before you age it is collect it. You got to produce it and collect it in order to age it. Now, aging only takes 3 to 4 days in a general average, but the longer you age it, the better it gets. Now, I know people that have been aging, they have some that's years and years and years old. I had a friend tell me the other day they have one that's like purple. Huh, you know, and it's just like amazing. And so I'm into it. I've only been doing this since late January. So, like, I'm coming up on what, 8 months, I guess, or so. And yeah, this is cool. So I save as much as I can always, and loop the rest. And I don't know, that's what's working for me. So glory be. I drink my pee, and it's all for free. So anyway, I penned out some ideas on this, and it's called Water Has Cycles, and it does. So here it is. Water has cycles. It moves like the tide, which makes us feel bloated when it stores up inside. If you are looping and eating raw fruits, some days it gets harder to button your suit. But no need to despair. You're not getting fat. Your water is storing inside like a vat. But water has cycles, just like the moon. And we will have high tides that we hope go out soon. For the last several days, this has been me, and I have been filling up gallons of pee. So when this occurs, I glow with the flow as I gather my urine, because this much I know, aging my urine in breathable tubs is perfect for enemas and full body rubs. Oh, you know what? This was the last, look at this. This was the last, so I don't know if I can get this in. There we go. This was the very last uh, page of this entire tablet. So I counted them up. I wrote, so far I've written 77 poems about pee. Uh, and I'm not sure if if I don't know if I've exhausted them yet. People like keep asking me, so when you going to produce a book? And I figure, well, when I run out of pee poems, I guess. And so far, they still seem to be pouring out of me just like my pee. So what can I say? But hey, glory be. I love my pee and it's all for free. So anyway, with all that being said, I really wish you a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. And keep your heart full of love and spread it around. Be the peace and love that you want to be and share it with others. It's really it's a healthy choice. So, oh, let's see. There must be something else. Hmm. Oh, boom! Ha ha! You've just been loved. Bye now.